Did you hear about that government that's been convicted of election fraud every time they've been elected? That's 3 out of 3 times. I know what you're thinking. Canada, eh? Harper's Conservatives have been convicted of fraud 3 out of 3 times. Every time he's been elected, he's been caught cheating. Like, I think that if this were happening in any other country in the world, we could look at it and go, oh, not cool. But is it okay here? I don't know. I think that's crazy. So that's convicted of election fraud. I mentioned that's times 3. But that's not the only thing that makes the Conservatives criminals. Okay, Harper was found in contempt when he refused to disclose important information about his giant budget in 2011, which included all kinds of tax cuts and how they were going to be spending their money on stealth fighters and all these things. When, people say, hey, when Parliament, rather, not just people, but when Parliament says, hey, show me what you're doing with the taxpayers' money, usually you'd expect the government to say, okay, but it just didn't. It just refused. I also think that's insane. It's hard to believe it's happening here. Okay, so contempt and, of course, just plain old classic fraud and other countless scandals now. I don't know if you guys are following all that stuff. It seems less and less important as it's on an independent basis, but I mean, I don't know. If this is by accident, then this is the craziest luck in the world. For example, Bruce Carson, one of Harper's top aides, had been convicted of fraud 5 times. I mean, why are we hiring criminals to run the country? It boggles the mind. Okay, so now what? Well, election's coming up really soon. October 19th is very soon. I say we vote strategically. I'm not a huge fan of any of the major players. I don't think anybody's a hero. I think there's a lot of career politicians. But in this kind of situation, I say we vote for the lesser of the evils because they're far less evil. And yeah, I say let's vote strategically and get somebody in power that represents a more compassionate Canada.